Good morning, Kayla. This is Nico from Cliff Jones RV here in Sealy, Texas. Want to make you this video on this awesome 2021 Forest River Vibe 34BH. We've been a dealer for Vibe for a long time, and they really knocked it out of the park with these brand new 2021 models. They added a couple of little features that really make the picture complete for ultimate value on a RV in this size and layout. The really great thing about Vibe is that the man who runs the product line actually goes camping, so he puts his input into these campers. So it's the little details that really add up to give you a better experience owning a Vibe versus others. Just going to give you a quick run through of the camper, and then we'll get into the details of it. So you have 3 slides. This one's very unique because you have 2 here in the living room with 2 couches and a dinette. So if you're sleeping a lot of people, having space for seating during the day will not be a problem. So the great thing about the Vibes, they are super light. Given how big they are and how many slides they have, this one is 8,200 pounds empty, 9,700 pounds loaded. MSRP is $54,909. As you can see, we have all these options here: Granite Decor, Infinity Package, Convenience Package, Premium Pricing Package. This does have the second AC, which we definitely need down here in Texas. Starting out up front, you have a Insignia television that is included. It's a really great TV, unlike some others out there. This is a high quality television. This has upgraded sound bar. It's AM, FM, Bluetooth, CD, DVD. You also have HDMI input, USB charging, and auxiliary input. These speakers sound really great. You can play just inside, just outside, or both. It does have a fireplace in addition to the propane furnace to warm you up on those cooler days. Another great thing that they added with the Camp Anywhere package is 12-volt tank heaters. So by the way, we are running all these lights and everything just on solar right now. It's got over 100-watt solar panels, so you can run all your 12-volt systems, the lights, the awning, the slides, the power jacks, the refrigerator, all that, and the radio too, just on solar. So this is a fully enclosed underbelly. When you have the furnace on, it pushes hot air into the underbelly. But if you just want to have the 12-volt tank heaters on, this will keep your tanks from freezing. Of course, this is the brain of your RV, so you have the water pump. If you're off-grid, this will circulate water for you. Your water heater is dual power. You can do propane or electric. That's switchable from the water heater outside. You can control the lights here, the awning, the slide, and the other slides. Light switches here. Of course, it shows you where your black tank is from empty to full, as well as your gray tank. And you can also check your fresh tank and your battery as well, just from this. So another great thing about the Vibes, we do have the blackout shades here. They're super sturdy. They offer you much more privacy and also energy efficiency. Roll up just like that, and these are found on most of the windows, pretty much wherever applicable. A ton of windows here to enjoy the view outside. You have 2 trifold couches, so you can sleep, if you want to, 2 adults on this one or 2 adults on this one, and they are super comfortable. They're not like the jackknifes where it's just like a futon. This is actually like a full-size bed. You have the dinette here that also converts into a bed. A great thing about Vibe, you have the storage underneath, and they give you these little storage bins as well for organization, which is really great. Coming into the bunk room, on the slide you have the single bunk here with the teddy bear mattresses, very comfortable. You do have an LED light here. You can turn these off and on individually. You do also have a window here for cross ventilation. Of course, this folds right up, and you can secure it like so. If you want to come back here and just hang out, you can put a television here. It's got coaxial and power. Another window in the rear, so you have 3 windows for cross ventilation. Another teddy bear bunk, storage here, and also a place for shoes underneath. It's kind of funny, but a lot of bunkhouses don't include ladders, but this one does. To make it easier to get up and down that top bunk, you can store away just like so. This cube couch also converts into a bed as well, and you also have cup holders on the side. Power connections here, power connections here. This is the Coleman AC in the rear. This is a 13,500 BTU AC. It'll keep it plenty cool in the rear. The great thing is your main unit is 15,000 BTUs. It is ducted throughout, and Vibe has high efficiency ducts. These are much larger versus others. It's more than the width of my hand, so this will push a lot of air through here. Coming back into the main living area. Of course, we have the island to give you additional counter space. It's got a big pantry as well with a light. It's surprising how many campers don't have lights in the pantry, but this one does. You have the main thermostat here. This is the 10 cubic foot all electric refrigerator. These are much better than the old style ammonia drips because they cool down faster. Also, when you're going down the road, I know some customers do not like the idea of running propane going down the road. So with this one, it will run on solar or your vehicle's 7-way plug, as long as you have a direct line charge to charge your battery. And you don't have to worry about the pilot flame blowing out when you're going down the road. The range hood here actually works. It will vent outside. And it's a very low profile, and it's very high up to give you more workspace here. You also have the light that you can turn off and on. This has a glass insert for additional counter space, and it also doubles as a backsplash. Speaking of the backsplash, I really like the backsplash on these. It's a real material. It's not a sticker like on most others. Rear two burners are for simmering. Front one's for boiling. Fancy blue LED lights in here. Also a light in the oven. You also have a spot here for pots and pans as well, which is great. Residential power microwave. It'll very quickly and evenly heat food. You have power connections here for a coffee maker as well. Ton of space for utensils. They actually include the utensil holder, which is nice. Coming to the island, we have a very nice residential style sink here. It's very sturdy, not cheesy like some others. You have a doohickey for drying dishes that just folds right back like this. Also a one-piece undermount stainless steel sink. Of course, sanitation is more important now than ever. So you definitely want a stainless, not a plastic sink in here. Storage underneath in the island. Vibe also gives you a trash can, which is cool. So you can pick wherever you want to put it. You have power here. You also have a furnace duct here to really keep it nice and warm on those cooler days. Another power connection here. Safety device for CO2 and carbon monoxide. Power connection here as well. Skylight, very nice residential style lighting here. This is the main Coleman AC. It's very quiet, much quieter than others and more dependable. You also can close this to circulate air throughout the whole coach, or if everybody's sitting here, you can just open it for a quick dump for cool air. Of course, we have the similar, exact same trifold couch on this side as well. Coming up to the front, we have the master bedroom. So you have plenty of overhead storage here. USB and standard outlets behind the nightstand for food and drinks, as well as a little cubby underneath. You do have more tucked away in the corner back there as well. You do have a ward here for hanging clothes. Another furnace duct and power connections. A neat thing about the Vibes, they give you these little totes underneath for your clothes or whatever you want. And you just remove that strap, you can pull them in and out. You also have a place for shoes underneath here, as well as a pocket storage underneath. One thing I really enjoy about the Vibes is that you get a real closet here in the corner. They give you this hanging deal here for organization as well, which is nice. And you have a light in here. This is also ready for television as well. You can fit a pretty large TV there. You have coaxial and power connections there. Also blackout shades in the master, which is really nice. Normally you just have those cheesy type blinds. And check out this door. This door is pretty cool. The way that it opens, it just hinges like that. It's really nice. Here we have the bathroom. It's got a great size shower. I'm about 6 feet tall, even with my shoes and my hat on. I have plenty of headroom, especially with the skylight. This does have a tub surround, so this protects your RV from moisture, whereas most RVs just have the panel board, but this will protect you much better. You also have a storage compartment here, mirror, more storage, grounded power for blow dryer, trimmer, whatever you need, towel holder pre-installed, storage underneath here, a little area for a trash can, You do have a fan as well, an exhaust fan. So if you get a max air guard, when you're traveling down the road, when it's hotter outside, you can have this fan on, have a window open. It pushes the hot air out, so it takes less time for your RV to cool down once you reach your destination. Dedicated AC duct and also heat by the toilet. Pre-installed toilet paper holder and a light switch. Now, one thing I always like to point out on the Vibes, that the guy running Vibe knows what he's doing. They give you little corner protectors here. Unfortunately, customers can bang into this on the corners, and this will protect you from that inconvenience, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and step outside. So another thing I really appreciate, I've only ever seen these on our Winnebagos, as well as the screenshot. So whenever it's at the right angle, it actually closes itself to keep bugs out. You also have this little sliding door here as well. This is a friction hinge door, so you don't have to have a storm style pneumatic device or a latch. One less thing to break. Kids and friends that are not as familiar with these doors can unfortunately break them. They become brittle over time. So this will hold itself open up to a pretty good amount of wind and not slap you in the face. You also have a window in the door as well, which is nice. Again, this is the Vibe 34BH. It's got fantastic insulation, so you can take it just about anywhere. So here we have the slide on the kitchen. Extra large door handle. It's got 3 folding positions. This makes it easier for people of all ages, kids, to get in and out. You have these nice steps, the more ride step aboves. And what's really great on these is that you have a lever here to adjust the feet, so it makes it easier versus pulling pins in and out of the side. It's got a huge awning, white LEDs underneath the awning, and blue LEDs in the speakers. It does have a passenger storage. As you see, it's got an aluminum frame. And a great thing about these storage doors, they use magnets, not clips. Another thing that you don't have to worry about breaking. You also have electric jacks all the way around on these, which is really convenient. Just press and hold and they go down, just like that. Coming up front, we have the battery disconnect that turns off and on your solar there. White LEDs in the cap. Battery is pre-installed. We will fill the propane, and if we can earn your business, our technicians will spend a good hour and show you how everything works. You have more lighting here in the tongue jack there. We also have a 7-way holder, so you can hold your chains and your 7-way plug that goes into your vehicle to help keep it out of the mud. You don't want this, you know, to get all dirty and then stick it into your vehicle. Then you have to get some electrical cleaner and deal with that. That's one less hassle. This is a 2 5/16 ball. It does have a breakaway for safety, just in case, in a worst case scenario, if your trailer ever comes unhitched, it will lock the brakes so your trailer doesn't pass you when you go down the road. You have a diamond plate up front to protect your RV from rocks and debris when you go down the road. This is the other side of the passenger storage. And that is your solar controller there. That's a fun one to say, solar controller, the Furion. Now this is the freshwater tank, so if you want to go off-grid, you can fill this tank and turn on the water pump like I showed you inside, and have water inside so you can wash your hands, take a shower, flush your toilet, stuff like that. We also have a dual power water heater. It's a 6-gallon rapid heat. All you have to do if you want to switch it over, just open this open like this. And then you have this little switch down here, if you can see that. If it's on off, it's propane. If it's on, it's electric. And then you just turn your water heater on inside. Here we have the city water connection. So if you're at a park, at a property, anywhere with pressurized water, your home, you just plug in here, make sure you use a water pressure regulator, and that'll give you consistent water without needing the fresh tank. Here we have your dump stations. This is going to be your gray tank. You also have your black tank there, and it just comes out into this outlet right here, so you only need 1 hose. You do have an outside shower with hot and cold water, so you can wash your feet off, everything like that over here. It does have a black tank flush, so whenever it comes time to dump your black tank, all you have to do is make sure your black tank valve is open, hook up a hose here, and run it for about 15 minutes, and that will flush out your tank, reduce the smell, and gives you more accurate tank readings. Unfortunately, debris can get stuck on the diodes that communicate to your panel inside, so this will help make it more accurate. This is a 50-amp camper, of course, because they have 2 ACs, so this is your main power supply there. Nice thing about the Vibes, the slides are a cable system, so they are totally sealed. These are hard-sided slides too. They are not those soft material like on some others, for better insulation. So this is the living room side slide, and this is the bunk room slide. Here we have the kitchen tank, so that dumps out there. We have a bumper for your sewer hose, so you can keep that in here instead of keeping it in your storage compartment. It keeps it cleaner. This RV is ready for a backup camera. If you would like one, backup cameras can save lives. Does have satellite in and cable in for additional programming. Of course, we have the outside kitchen. This one's really cool. Does have a door that acts as a cover to protect you from the sun, and you can have one fridge for the kids and one fridge for the adults if you would like. These work on shore power. Plenty of storage here. These are a 3.2 cubic foot each. You have a light out here, a net with storage to keep your belongings in place, and also another Insignia television outside here. Power connections, coaxial, another button for your jacks here. It does also have RBQ Quick Connect for propane. So of course this connects to your tanks up front. You can go online and buy like a $20 hose and hook up any name brand grill that you want out here that runs on propane, which is really nice. You also have a spray port here, so you have two outdoor showers. You have a hot and cold on the other side and cold on this one. Furnace exhaust. The nice thing is on those colder days, if you have your furnace on, you can stand around here and gather some warmth. Power connections and cable as well if you need to hook up another TV out here. And here we are back to the front door. I would love to earn your business, Kayla. If you have any questions or concerns, give me a call or a text. As I said, we have customers all over the country, all over the world, in fact, because of our fantastic pricing, the no hidden fees, and also our excellent service. If you have any questions, give me a call or a text. Thanks again, Kayla.